Hi, I'm TV's Kevin Nealon, and this is Laugh Lessons. Today, I'm here with my friend, George Lopez. Hi,
Kev,
George.
how are you, man?
Good. Now, George, you're a comedian, you're an actor, you're a talk show host, and you're also a father.
Yes.
And your daughter is how old?
She's 18.
18. So when she was little, did you try to teach her comedy?
You know, actually, she was actually pretty funny on her own.
So you think she was like born funny?
I think the neglect made her kind of cry out for attention.
Yeah, that'll do it to you. Do you think comedy is useful for kids? I mean, would that help them growing up?
Comedy's a great way to get to meet kids, to diffuse bad situations. There's a lot of bullying now.
Yeah.
And to, you know, if you're shy with girls or you want to meet somebody, it is a good way to be able to open your life up.
Girls always say they like somebody with a sense of humor.
But then they don't mean it.
They like somebody with a sense of money. Hello.
Hey. Hey.
Hello. Hi.
What's happening? How you guys doing? I look at his hair. You guys must condition. Hey, my name is George Lopez.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Clayton Richardson.
Clayton Richardson.
Richardson is my last name. Yeah.
How about, let's have a little like street names. Like my name is George Lopez, so they call me G-Lo. G-Lo. How about C. Rich?
Yes.
All right.
I'm Madison Gold.
How about Mad Gold?
Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Mad Gold, fool.
I like it. And you even did fool like Lo. Do you guys like to make people laugh?
Yeah.
What do you do that makes people laugh?
Jokes.
Always have a joke prepared to be ready to make somebody laugh. Like some people make fun of themselves. It's called self-deprecating humor. Like me, I would say, when I was little, they used to call me Spuds because my head looked like a potato. You see? Does my head look like a potato?
Yeah.
All right, you see, this is why comedy's good, because if you're nervous, it's a good way to take away the nerves. Let's talk about like ethnic humor. Ethnic means what people are. Like here's an ethnic joke. Are you allergic to anything?
Nothing.
I'm Mexican, so I'm allergic to the police.
That's the funniest one ever.
That's a good one, right? All right. What nationality? What are your parents? What's your dad's name?
Luke.
Luke? Oh yeah, he's a white dude. Eddie, what's your dad's name?
Jose.
So here's the ethnic joke. What do you call two Mexican firemen? Hose A and Hose B. Ethnic humor can be used to make people relaxed, kind of diffuse situations if things get too tense. Like him, if he came into our neighborhood, we'd be like, hey, who let Peter Pan loose?
Oh. And I did not watch that movie a lot.
Also, observational humor. Like you look in here and you're like, wow, these people are serious about learning. Like when I went to school, we didn't even have a zebra in our classroom. We had a dog that was having puppies in the corner. Let's talk about family too, like comedians always talk about their family. You have brothers and sisters?
Older brother.
What does he sound like? Does he have a funny voice? Because in comedy too, you can make fun of like your family and your friends and do impressions of them. I want you to stand up and do an impression of him like when you guys fight.
Hey, who took my One Direction music off my phone? I just got that and it was the new album.
Hey! I like that. Do you like One Direction?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like One Direction, so here would be my joke, okay? Hey, One Direction, have you heard them? Whew, they better go in another direction.
That's a good one.
Let's do an impression, all three of us riding in a car seat. Like falling asleep in a car seat, like. And I'm gonna honk and then we'll do like a shock face. That's comedy. Aren't we we're all smiling, we're all in a better mood. Yeah, I didn't have a car seat. My mom would just put me in the trunk and pop me out when we got there. Also in comedy, facial expressions can be really funny, right?
Right.
Like if you look at me and all of a sudden we start going like this. let's see, sleepy, like if I'm talking to you and I'm boring you. Hey, today I got up and then I started to, you see, like my dates. Okay, you too, Eddie. Hey, Eddie, you know, did I ever tell you about when? So listen, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a comedian. And then I started to write down stuff and tell jokes to all my friends. And then I went to a club and then people started to see me and started to watch and people got a show and then it went off the thing.
Oh, man. This is awkward.
Man, let me tell you, the difference between these kids and me, it's funny to see, but they're so happy at such a young age.
And they want to learn comedy.
The thing I liked is that, like, I was kind of funny around my friends, but never around strangers, and they didn't have any inhibitions about doing something. Like, you ask them to do something and they did it.
And that's not good.
No.
Yeah, they trust strangers too much.
That's always bad.
This is my brother at home. Hey, who took off for the One Direction song? It was a new one, and it was a hit. I'm Mad Gold, fool.
Hi, my name is C. Ridge, and when I lay in the sun, I kind of look like French toast. What?
My dad's name is Luke. He's a white dude.
Hi, I'm TV's Kevin Nealon, and this is Laugh Lessons. Each week we have a professional comedian trying to teach a kid how to do comedy. It's always a lot of fun.
Some people make fun of themselves. It's called self-deprecating humor. Like me, I would say, when I was little, they used to call me Spuds because my head looked like a potato.